NOPD Superintendent Ann Kirkpatrick says she will not command the National Guard when troops arrive in New Orleans.
Chris Joseph reports she's looking for information on when they'll arrive and how they'll interact with the public.
NOPD Superintendent Ann Kirkpatrick expects Louisiana National Guard troops to come to New Orleans. Everything else is up in the air.
A couple of questions I want to know is how many troops will be coming here, when, how long, and what is their assignment from their perspective.
Kirkpatrick said she would be meeting with Governor Jeff Landry and Guard leadership Friday afternoon to try and get answers. We have asked the department, the governor's office, and the Guard about the meeting and plans for deployment. No new details yet.
And you know what?
Landry announced this week that he asked the federal government to pay for 1,000 troops to help with safety in the state. The ask aligns with President Trump's push to put National Guard troops in democratically controlled cities across the country.
The violence is not good, okay? Like it should not be happening. People are dying. We are burying people to this violence. Why are we asking? Why are all the questions about who's coming in to help? Why isn't the question about why is the violence occurring?
City Council crime data shows murders are down, but the city has suffered multiple high-profile murders in recent days. Do you have any concern that the city is backsliding on the progress you've made in the last few years?
I don't know that it's a backsliding. There has been a spree, and they are not within our normal patterns, like our strategies that we use.
She says that spree has been driven by domestic shootings.
That is a little harder for us because that's something happening in your home. Where it's on the street, and the street kind of conflict, we can have more effect and impact.
The looming arrival of the Guard has created hope and concern among city leaders. The New Orleans Police and Justice Foundation pointed to what the Guard could do.
If we had a police officer on every street corner, we would probably have less crime. So I think that having just them being here, just being a presence in a location, whether that's downtown, New Orleans East, the Garden District, wherever it is, having them available and having them present will deter crime.
Kirkpatrick says she would want the Guard in the city's downtown, similar to what was done during the Super Bowl. Meanwhile, Council President J.P. Morrell raised concerns about community reaction and how the department will work with the troops.
When the National Guard shows up, there will be protests. That is inevitable. And it's important, and I want to say this out loud to NOPD because you're here, your job is to protect our citizens.
Kirkpatrick says whatever happens, the community relationships are important.
You got to play in the sandbox, and if you don't know how to play in the sandbox with me, you need to leave. Because we're going to play in the sandbox, okay? And that's just the way it's going to be. So I am kind of strict about that this is how we got to play. And so far, people have stepped up and be willing to do that. That builds trust as well.
The community's trust of the Guard will likely be put in the spotlight soon. Now, Kirkpatrick said she expected to get big details today. Just in the last few minutes, the National Guard sent us an email saying that it's coordinating with the department and Troop NOLA about its path forward, but it did make a note saying that the federal funding that the governor had requested had not yet been approved.